everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'll be doing my best of Olens for 2023 and I have 5 contact lenses to mention in this video. So without further ado, we're gonna get this video started. The way I'm going to do it is I'm going to start from number 5 to number 1. So number 1 is like my best one for the year. Number 5 would be the French Shine collection in the lavender shade, and this one, the graphic diameter is 13.2mm, and I find that this whole pattern is so unique because it's supposed to give you this like floral aesthetic look, and it's leaning much more towards like a medium neutral look side. But with this one, I find that it was trying to give you like this one tone effect pattern, but I feel like when you actually look at it on your eyes, you see much of more of that subtle pattern looking on the eyes, which I think is really unique. But the reason why I chose this lavender one is because I love that it's not just like a lavender purple shade, but you get a combination of like grey and a little bit of brown, and then you get that purple. Then I also really like that depending how you view it, sometimes it gives you like this very nice natural purple looking eyes, but sometimes it gives you this grey tone lavender shade. So I just find that no matter when you wear it or how many times you wear it, it's going to look like a different purple shade, which I think is so wearable. It's not like a fake purple. It's a very nice natural wearable purple lavender shade, which I think is gorgeous. Number 4, and this one I'm cheating a little bit because it will be the Nella collection, and I'm not going to pick one. I'm picking all 3 colors, and I know that this is my recent collection that I've tried this year, but I have to feature in my best of Olens because I can see myself just wearing it. However, I do wish that they will release like a one-day version, because at the moment they only have 1 month, which I'm like so sad because I love my one-day one a lot. Now this one has a diameter of 13.3mm, but because it has the thin border on the outside, I feel like on my eyes it's actually not too big. I just think it's like the perfect size for me. And what I really like about this contact lens is that it really gives you this very realistic European eyes, which I think is obviously really gorgeous. Like if you're talking about natural looking eyes, this would be like a natural looking eyes for European eyes. So if you're wanting like European eyes, you know, like if you look at someone's eyes close up, you see that clear color eye, but you see a little bit of pattern going on, a little bit of specks here, a little bit of stripiness here and there. This is what you get, and the way I see it is like an ocean eye effect, you know, but also like mystical looking. And I just find that this whole combo is beautiful. I mean, putting aside the thin border, that's probably not natural, but for me, I find it natural because I need that thin border to give me that enlargement and just look natural enough on my eyes because of my dark iris, you know. So yeah, that's how I see it. So we're gonna get started with the first one that I like the most, and it's the ash beige one, because I feel like this is like an ashy cool toned beigey shade, which I think is absolutely gorgeous, and you get the dark brown border on the outside. The second one I like is the ash gray one, and I find that this is beautiful because it's much more of a darker gray on my eyes. Not complaining, it's not like a light gray like the Russian Velvet or the Smoky collection, but I just find that this gray is like the perfect gray shade on my eyes, which I think is gorgeous. Then you have the ash olive, and this ash olive is much more of a lighter apple green shade, which I think is actually really gorgeous, and it has a very unique border where you get a combination of blue and grey as well. Third one, we're going back to just one eye contact, and this one is the Glowy Natural collection in the shade Mocha Brown. And if I have to pick between the Mocha and the Latte, definitely the Mocha because I love the whole pattern. This one, the diameter is 13.0mm. If you guys are wondering about the whole Glowy collection, I've done like a full thorough detail comparing all 3 of the Glowy collection if you guys are curious. But this one is 0.1mm smaller than the original Glowy collection, which I don't see much difference because it still gives me the enlargement that I want anyway. And I find that the reason why I really like this is because it really gives me this subtle crescent moon shape on the inside of my eyes, which I think is gorgeous. But again, I love that it has the border. And the reason why I like this mocha brown one is because I love the combination of the golden brown and then the black. It just really gives me this dreamy puppy eye look, which I love so much. Second one is the double tint collection in the brown shade. I can't live without this brown shade. It's something that I picked up all the time. Every time I don't want to think about, you know, what contact lens I want to go for. It's like my lazy go-to contact lens, and I always pick up the brown one rather than the gray because I find the brown one is so easy to wear with all of the makeup that I tend to usually go for, which is usually like a brown or like pink tone shade. Diameter for this is 12.9mm, but I feel like because of the border, it still gives me the perfect enlargement, and I didn't feel like it's too small on my eyes. And this one has like a double crescent moon going on, but again, because it's so subtle, it's so light looking, it just makes the whole crescent moon so dreamy looking. It's so blendable. And what I love the most about this one is I don't need to worry about where the crescent moon is placing, because you have the reflection of the two opposite each other, so no matter how it rotates, it doesn't look weird, if that makes sense. So that's why I really like this. And again, I love the border. Last but not least, and this one I'm cheating a little bit as well, and this is the Vivi Ring collection. I was contemplating whether to feature this on my best of Olens, because technically I didn't try this Vivi Ring this year at all. It's not new to my collection, but I still have the feature because it's still my number one, and this time I have brown and olive to talk about. The diameter of this is 13.0mm, and I just think it's like the perfect diameter on my eyes. It gives me the perfect enlargement. The whole pattern of this is just gorgeous. It just blends so nicely into my eyes, but giving me an enough pattern on my eyes, you know, because I don't like something too natural, but I love the stripiness of this. I love the border of this. I love how it's like a little bit pixelated, but because how it's a little bit pixelated, it blends so nicely into my eyes. So for me right now, I'm wearing the olive one, and I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. It's such a beautiful jade green shade on my eyes, which I think is gorgeous. My long time favorite one is obviously the brown, because it's something that I can't live without. Honestly guys, the amount of Vivi Ring brown I have stocked up is like crazy, but I need it because I need it in my life. I need the one day Vivi Ring brown because that's how much I love it. And I'm not even talking about the pattern anymore, because I feel like I've talked about this pattern so much that I'm just going to show you the picture so you can see how gorgeous it is. If you haven't tried Olens, you need to try the Vivi Ring first, okay guys? If you try the Vivi Ring, you would see why I fell in love with the brand, why I fell in love with this collection. I just love this so much. Okay guys, just love. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think. I would also love to know what are your favorites for Olens for this year as well, if you guys have tried Olens, because I would love to know your thoughts. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye guys.